Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway. My name is John Theodore, streaming live at twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. And the recorded version of this race, as usual, is going to be a part of the full race archive at youtube.com/C/John Theodore.
Just be aware.
I am demonstrating why you should always practice a bit before you qualify, because I did not went out cold and qualified 30th quick, which means that I'm going to be stuck pitting on the back straight for the entire race. Which is going to further disincentivize actually pitting. Yeah, I locked them up. They were all stopping in front of me there, and I'm like, I don't want to run into the back of Thorndike before the start of the race. So we are going to take it easy at the start here. I've got 250 laps to gain 29 spots. So we don't need to be super fast. We'll probably, a lot of folks will be up and down throughout the course of this race. We also need to pick up some speed from where we were in qualifying. So we got a long race to try to work out some issues. And the most important thing is going to be keeping the car out of the wall and out of wrecks and not damaging the front end of the car like we did on Thursday's race, which killed the engine and took us out early.
Still there. 23.552. Clear inside.
Nice and easy. We've established ourselves at least in the 30th spot, so that's good. Thorndike lets me go, that's good.
Outside. Joe, you're starting to warp a little bit. 6, 7, still outside. Clear.
Just working our way through.
It's really bad. Is the center of turns 1 and 2?
Yeah, it was like that third finish line.
They're wrecking. Looks like he saved that. That's good. Just got to keep the momentum going forward. $15.95 is not going to set anyone's hair on fire.
15.821.
I don't know what the leaders are running right now, but it's a lot faster than that, I'm sure. Like I said, the main thing is we're getting comfortable.
15.871.
Take care of the tires. If we get opportunities to make passes, we will do so. Like this with the 21. Sometimes they'll want to fight it, but a lot of times they won't.
Still outside.
Should be able to clear them this time. There we go.
Clear high. Outside.
I basically got him cleared at this point. Next corner I can slide up to the top, and we're clear of him. And that's another spot, and we're up to 26th.
16.13.
Long way to go in this race. I like that it's starting with a good green flag run. That benefits us pretty well. The only way that could catch us out is if it goes too long and the leader actually starts lapping up to this part of the field. In which case we might have to start
Joshua, you better get off the front there if he's going to beat your ass.
getting up on the wheel.
16.2.
Just did it again, Joe. It's just like here and there it does it. I hope it calms down. If it gets bad, I'll park it, but if it's not that bad, I won't.
All right. Right now, just staying in front of Thorndike. He and I have raced with each other a lot and theoretically should be able to kind of pick our way through this pack together. I think I'm maybe going in a little bit too hard into turn 3 there.
16.339.
And a little soft into turn 1 apparently, because Thorndike ran right up on my bumper in turn 1. That time I stayed in front of him a little bit better. Drove it in a little bit too hard. Just trying to get the feel for the track right now. Bristol is such a rhythm race track.
Still inside. 16.534. Clear.
No point in fighting Thorndike too hard right now. If he wants to make the move, let him go for it.
16.595.
I might have used up my right front a little bit. Hey man, you gave it to me, I gave it back to you. It's all good. Way too early to fight that too hard.
Outside. Still out there.
Although apparently the 12 disagrees.
16.686. Still outside. Still outside.
He's cutting right down onto my rear end coming off of these corners.
Still outside. Clear, clear.
Managed to complete the pass there. I just don't understand why people fight that so hard. I'm clearly faster. It's way early in the race. And he just put it in the wall just trying to fight a spot. Yeah, I have unlimited tires in this race, Gasso. 6 to 8 cautions. Maybe. The one that I was in on Thursday ended up having 10 in total. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. I got to pick up the pace a little bit here. 21's all over my bumper right now. Really trying to get that spot.
Still inside. Still inside. Inside clear. 16.792. Inside, inside. Still inside. Clear low. Inside, inside. Clear, clear, good job. 16.682.
He'll wear his tires out if he keeps attacking like that.
Still there. Still inside.
Well, I gotta decide. Oh, geez, there's a caution. See? That's why I would want to. Oh, wow. And the leader was right up to my bumper.
Damn it, bad. I can't turn.
That caution just saved us from going a lap down, so.
Check up.
There we go.
Hey, that was a pretty damn good run, though, for here.
Get fuel and tires, and we got no damage so far. It's the restarts that always make me nervous here at Bristol.
Behind the 31.
I'm behind the 31, but I won't be for too long.
Alright, you're going to have a couple rounds in pace car. 27. Got the lucky dog. Going to have one coming to the outside. Pit road is open.
Missed my fucking pit.
Behind the 21.
Alright.
Josh, sorry about that. I thought I had more room to go.
Come on, 21, pick it up.
More.
Jeez.
You're good.
I didn't even realize the road was open. Yeah. Things happen really fast here.
Alright. Get pit service done. all the front stretch pitters are going to be...
Yeah, I was just starting to get the bottom line open.
That's it, go! Get behind the 15, come around to 16.
Alright, so let's see how that worked out. Did a 200 lap host. Yeah. That's too bad, Gasso. But yeah, the constant yellows that you get in these things can be frustrating. Looks like we managed to get pitting accomplished correctly and we gained a few spots. Hey, Nick, how you doing, man?
Hello.
You streaming today?
Yeah, I still got issues with OBS, but yeah, I'm sure.
Very nice.
I had to let the 11 by, and I exited the pit right after him. That's
Yep,
exciting.
up to 14th. Schneeflock, what's up?
Me too.
I think everyone just forgot
kill me.
how to do pitting, and
Don't worry.
looks like we might even be higher. We're starting on the inside.
They could be lining up
It's more
behind the
dangerous
28.
under caution around here than it is freaking racing.
44.4.
Right? So we're up to 13th. I'll take it. Joshua Poe's right behind us.
But get those tires cleaned up. Get ready to roll here.
Thorndike's up there with us. I think a lot of folks had damage after that first run.
All right, big man. Hey, cars off. Be ready. Green. 35.942. Outside.
Bressel's a real good, clean racer, patient, takes care of his stuff through the course of the race.
16.184.
Always just, you know, focus on being around at the finish. That's the idea. You'll notice that with a lot of streamers, that a lot of streamers tend to be a little less bonsai than the other folks on iRacing, because you want to make sure when you're streaming that you keep your audience in the race to the conclusion and complete all the laps as much as possible. I don't know if anyone's auto tires, Vandango. That was a good little run. I think most everyone pitted. I mean, I guess we'll find out if we see someone really dropping like a rock through the field.
Outside. Clear.
Who knows who you're lagging?
Outside. Bad. Still there. Door outside.
That's what looks too bad to me.
16.045.
It's not like all the time, but when it happens, it is
Still
really
there outside. Clear. Outside.
We're making a little progress on the 28 each corner. And eventually,
Looks like it's total.
we break his will, and we're through.
I mean, I did hit the right front, so I don't know.
Like you're rear end looks good.
Does seem like that the outside line isn't
Just so you know, you are
the
on two right now.
de facto fastest line right now. Low middle seems to be working okay.
Yeah, it could be me. Let me know.
I'm one of the grandstands in my mirror.
I tell you, this new tire model that they did with iRacing is, I think, phenomenal. The one that they changed it to in the off season. The racing's just been a lot better ever since they made that change in these A cars. It's Katie Height right behind me in the 24. She is a very fast driver. I noticed that when I ran last year, which was basically my rookie season in NIS Fixed. She's very quick.
16.12.
Why do they all drive the outside? Because the outside has been the line at Bristol for the past at least 2 years that I can remember.
16.045.
And so they're still all operating under that same assumption. But just like with Irwindale, it seems like that the middle or inside line has gotten a lot better.
Outside.
And you can make hay on that lower line now in a way that you couldn't previously. The advantage the outside gets, as you can see, is it gets a huge run coming off the corner. But if you set yourself up correctly, you can get a good enough run off the middle that the advantage that you get going through the corner will take you through. Up to 11th, now working on 10th.
Still out there. Door quarter clear. Outside, outside. Still there. Looks clear, clear, clear. Outside.
So huge that caution came out before he got lapped on that first run.
Outside. Outside.
So this is why people protect the top, is that now with Katie getting to my top, it's going to be tough to hold her off.
16.471. Outside. Still outside.
You can get a nice straight run off the bottom by kind of diamonding it.
Still outside. Clear. 16.386. Outside. Still out there. Quarter.
Not catching her 6.
This is why what makes Bristol so much fun is when you can just get a little bit of room and race like this.
Clear high. Outside. 16.5.
Now I'm going to be boxed in behind this lap car.
Inside. In and out. Inside. One car only. Still inside.
He's doing the best that he can to get out of the way.
Clear.
Cost me a spot to the 24.
16.976.
Yeah, I'm with you, Move Avenger. It can be nerve-wracking, but it's a lot of fun. All right.
16.5.
Right now, at least on iRacing, they've got Bristol working as a true multi-groove track, which is a lot of fun, honestly. I do wish that Bristol would go back to the old days of single line right down on the bottom, just because it was so much fun from a fan perspective to watch the Cup guys do that, but from a racing perspective, having viable grooves outside and inside is a lot of fun. Now we're working next on the 32 of Robert Roesch, another racer that I've raced with for a long time. I always like that when you've built up a good comfort level racing with someone for a while. Just one caution so far, Spike.
16.662.
What's Hoepner doing back there? He was leading. Ryan, what are you doing back here?
I didn't realize the pit road was open the first time around. Trying to get back in.
Still there, quarter inside. Clear. Inside.
Looks like he's been in the wall a little bit trying to get through this field.
Still inside. 17.129. Inside clear. Outside.
Looks like I've made some believers in the low line now. I've got Oscar, who I passed. He was watching that.
7 inside.
Get Thorndike going like, I want a piece of this action.
Still there. You're clear.
All right.
16.94.
Snow 84, greetings to you. How are you? Welcome to NIS Fixed at Bristol. A lot calmer than my Thursday night race so far. We've settled into 14th place.
0.823.
Had some good side-by-side racing. Might get some more in a second, but right now we're kind of riding. Started 30th.
16.763.
Got into the top 15 because a lot of people screwed up on pit stops. There was one wreck that seemed to catch a few folks out. Don't know how big it actually was. But there were some cars that were damaged and caught up in that. My right front seems to have worn a little bit. I need to back up my corner entry just a bit to make it better.
16.916 outside, clear high.
We're closing back in on this pack. Wagging my tail coming off the corner.
Outside. Still there. Clear.
Billy Barnes running in my rear end.
Outside.
Easy, Billy.
Clear high.
Joshua Poe to the outside there.
0.252 outside.
And once again, caution comes out right after I had gotten past.
Thanks, buddy.
Guys, another thing just to be aware of, there's a lot of people back here. Make sure your tires keep covered up.
All right.
As you're unloading the tires, getting up out the wall, just double check the plug nuts, select them over real well. Pit road is closed.
Pit road closed. Wow, we're already 67 laps in.
If I put it on the back straight, do I go
Who's
in on
empty
the back
box?
straight, or do I have to go all the way around?
Just pull in the back straight.
Straight start behind the gate.
I'm good, man. Not going to be able to watch. I will not wreck Coressel. Nick Coressel is a gentleman and a scholar. I will not be wrecking Nick Coressel in this race.
Well, we're on lap 60, and I know you, and we're in a league together. You don't...
To be fair, I didn't know it was you. I don't have my relative on. If I knew it was you, it might have been different, but the fact that we're in a league together and you knew it was me, maybe you should have just let me go.
To be fair, I don't have my relative on either, so I didn't even know you were a lead lap car.
You should have gotten out of my way, and you know it. I didn't know it was you. I didn't do it on purpose either, but...
Bristol tempers.
Why it happened, because...
I mean, the appropriate question at this point is why these guys don't
like that all the time. I know for a fact you did it.
have their relatives on.
That pit's gone.
My ass. I didn't cause any cautions. The only cautions I've caused have been from, like, lag.
All right.
Does nobody run their relative?
I do.
Yeah, me too. I don't understand why people don't. So
that drops us back to 17th. I hate pitting on the back straight.
I run it, but I didn't have it on in that instance because it's distracting. I run in VR. It's kind of like in the way. It's not normal for VR.
Oh, Marie Hruschka's in here too.
Our communication isn't realistic either. You should turn that off.
Like I said, Mackie, I didn't know it was you, but you knew it was me. You should have just gotten out of the way.
Yeah, that 17 car was racing you like it was for the lead or something. I mean...
For Darlington, I should run a Ricky Bobby Bane scheme?
I'd like to see him do
Maybe.
everybody else in the field, see what happens.
Or for Talladega.
Dude, okay, I didn't even know he was a
For
wild
Darlington,
card.
I'll probably run something like this, to be
well,
honest.
We're on lap 60, but your car...
Or I might bring back one of my own paint schemes from when I first started.
Just turn on your relatives and this problem goes
Oh,
away.
Matt Orr, okay. How big of a YouTuber is he? How many more viewers does he have than
Either
me?
way, if you're that fast, you can go around.
I'm gonna get some
I
TV
wrecked
time
you
on his
because
channel.
I had to go slow.
I didn't wreck them on purpose.
Oh, you'll see it, Vandango, just a couple weeks.
On the inside.
That's not what you do in a race. You don't say,
Oh, wow.
He slowed me down for one lap, so...
No, that's not what happened.
Looks like you'll be lining up behind
Guys,
the 4, 3.
guys, please. I'm trying to get TV time on Matt Orr's YouTube channel right now.
You gotta mute button.
Guy,
You honestly need it because you keep going back and forth over a small incident.
Drag those
Guy-
brakes a little bit, get a little bit of heat in those rotors.
come on, guys. I'm in front of Matt Orr. I'm trying to get a little time with his viewers. Stop fighting.
Hey, car's off. You ready?
Must be nice to have viewers.
They're probably coming caution out anyway.
33.389 outside. Clear.
All right, here we go. Back to racing. That was quite the argument between a couple of folks who race each other in a league, who both of them want respect from the other one, and neither one seems to be willing to give respect to the other one. And you know what happens when a rock and a hard place run into each other. So a lot of side-by-side battling going on.
15.85.
Billy Barnes to the inside of Anthony Garcia. I mean, if there's nowhere to go, easy on the gas, save tires, easy on the brakes.
15.9.
Look for an opening so that you've got those tires to use up when you actually need to. Right now, if they're just going to run side by side in front of me, I really can't go anywhere. If it looks like this high line is going to win out, I'll take that. If it looks like the low line is going to win, I'll take that. I just want to be able to get beside whoever loses this battle. Which is why they're going to fight so hard. Is because they know that if they start backsliding, it might be a while before that freight train stops. But you see how both of them, because they're running side by side, they both have their lines compromised, and so they're not able to really run an optimal line like they would want to. Now the 9. Well, he had the 29 cleared for one straightaway.
Yep, turn on the wall. That's what I keep doing.
My eye is itching me like crazy right now. I've got like an itch at the top of my right eyelid that's just driving me nuts. But I can't take my hands off the wheel to scratch it. Now the 29's going through. And it's our turn to try to work on the 9. That was several laps, though, and you just wear the guy down, wear the guy down, wear the guy down, and eventually you get past him.
Hey, thanks for letting me get them. It's pretty nice to you.
Still outside. 16.16.
Let's see if I can make that a little bit. I had a little bit easier time with that than the 29 did. 13th spot. Oh yes, no, it's these NIS fixed races are no joke. I'm getting too far in front of Matt right now. He's all the way back there in 16th. His viewers won't be able to see my beautiful car.
No problem. We're not even halfway yet, so no sense in racing super hard.
All right, 13th place.
16.297.
And I agree with Thorndike. There's no reason to go overboard with trying to race someone too hard at this point in time, especially not for 12th or 13th spot. Too early to be throwing the race away. Which is exactly what happened with the 13 and the 17, it seemed like.
16.361. Inside.
Thanks for the room.
Inside clear.
Thanks for the room, 17.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. You don't always get that. Guys steamed about getting wrecked. Sometimes you'll get guys who, when they're in that position, they'll just be obstinate with everyone, including the guy that they're mad at. So credit to him for staying low and not getting in people's way. It's just, you know, it's heartbreaking when your race is ended like that so early, but a lot of credit that he's out there riding around and not interfering with our race.
Working the bottom. Clear.
And you just hope that, you know, everyone who you're racing with respect pays that favor back to you when they're in a similar situation and roles are reversed. If they're having a bad day and you're still in it, that they'll give you room. Oh yeah, this track is so wide. It's one of the defining characteristics of Bristol is how wide it is.
16.45.
Hey, Joe. Lincoln's starting to get pretty bad, man. You're working up through the lawn, so.
That's exactly right, Emperor. First 60% of this race, or more, stay on the lead lap and don't get damaged. Don't beat yourself. There's plenty of time to get beaten by other drivers, but don't beat yourself before that point. We already beat ourselves once in qualifying, which got us stuck on the back straightaway for the duration of this race. But at least we're in relatively solid shape with track position here. As we work around the 20 of Jeffrey Marble. There are only 21 cars or less on the lead lap because he's getting lapped and he's in 22nd. So the leaders have been making quick work of people. That's the second time I think that I've been hit by Oscar Dominguez in the rear. Impatience just, you know, noted. Those little square hits to the bumper don't really affect things too bad, though.
16.779. Inside.
All right, you know what? He's super impatient. It's early.
Still there.
We'll let him go.
16.86.
And Nick Caressel's right there behind us now.
Thank you, guys.
Woohoo. Oscar gets loose off the corner, as do I.
Inside. 16.8.
That little scrape won't hurt much.
Still there.
I'm going to let Nick by. He's clearly faster than me right now. Plus, I get more TV time with Matt and his viewers.
17.224. Inside.
And now I'll let him go.
Clear.
Let's see if we can follow him along. We're in a good spot here where we should be able to stay out of trouble. I think I've been abusing my tires maybe a little bit.
17.1.
Let's just ride, not squeal them too much. Focused on driving it off of the right rear rather than off of the right front. On corner exit.
16.8.
Oh, did Oscar get into Matt too? Oscar seems to be getting into a lot of people. Laps are clicking off in this race. Still got a long way to go.
16.944. Outside. Still there on your quarter outside.
Wolfgang!
Still there.
Looking to the outside.
Still there. Clear.
No sense fighting it. I got so much gap behind me to the next guy. Now I can really just, I think, ride here. and work on my line a little bit. Just kind of diagnose where I'm losing speed and try to smooth things out.
17.
Not off by a ton, but the little mistakes make a big difference lap over lap. Especially if those mistakes are costing you in terms of tire wear and time. That's the worst, is when you're doing something that is wearing out your tires and slowing you down. You can trade tire wear for a tenth in your favor, but if you're trading tire wear and it's costing you a tenth, then that's where you really lose. It costs you a whole lot. Let's just put it that way. I think I've made my point. Now the leader's on my relative, so he's lapped up to 19th.
17.152.
We're going to have to start getting after it. He's 2.3 seconds back. Okay. So now, pick up the pace a little bit.
17.123. Outside. Clear.
Get through those guys.
17.38.
Ryan Hoepner seems to have this thing well in hand.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying not to get run over and run over you at the same time. So
17.054.
Easier way to not get run over would have just been to let the lead lap cars go.
Sorry, you can have it relative on.
17.042.
sorry, Kurt.
All right, focus. Just, I know that the leader's back there. Don't want to race him too hard, but at the same time, don't want to get caught by him so that I have to race him. Would like to catch these guys up in front. And maybe keep putting drivers between myself and the leader.
17.014.
There we go. Once again, we're able to
Good run.
just stay on the lead lap.
Sorry, too. That lap car caused me some issues. That was coming for about 10 laps.
I don't know why he was deciding to race me like it was the last lap of the Daytona 500 in real life. Like, he let the leader go and then he raced
Go.
for the 500.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Come around the pace car.
12. Go. 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 Go.
Stay.
Come on, 12.
9. Got the lucky dog. Have a free pass coming on the outside. The road's open.
Yeah, I have no clue why he had such intention of beating you, Josh. I have no clue what the hell was happening there. I was trying to let you go and just, there's no reason for me to race.
Yeah,
All right.
he let Ryan go, and then he was pinching me down and making sure he beat me out every corner. I don't understand.
Yeah, I was watching it all unfold and then got there, and that was just...
Right, Emperor J?
Yeah, it was an absolute mess. I thought you were right behind me following.
That team, go!
Definitely you were 2-3 seconds behind me then.
Funny thing is the 25 was one of the ones that got involved the last caution whenever he pitched with the 17, but he wants to go and race second, like they're racing for something.
All right. So he came out right behind the 11.
Kurt, was that flashing that whole time? Because...
Oh, Caden, what happened to you, man?
Yeah, there was lagging, Bob. I couldn't tell if you lagged into the wall or if you hit the wall. It's just sketchy coming up behind you because you're lagging like every couple of laps.
You get taken out, that sucks.
Telling you to be in front of you. Come on, it's got to be telling you the same thing. It wasn't. Oh, you know, when people get close to me, I'm just going to let them die. That's all
right.
But I did actually hit a wall at times. That is what I...
Yeah,
Idiot.
it was like a combination of, I figured you did, it was like a combination of hitting the wall and lagging into the wall. But it's all good.
Josh, apparently. All good, man. What happened there? He did a lot of damage to my back end, too. He's just not paying attention under caution, apparently. There it is. You look down for a second.
How can you tell how many incidents you have?
Brush the wall, it'll tell you.
Generally not a good idea
The
to
light is great.
be looking down. Yeah, it looks like it hurt you more than me, man. I'd be worried about your temps.
You're going to line up inside.
That was a pretty hard hit.
You lost your rear deck lip. Or rear bumper.
26.24.
Yeah, I don't need that anyway.
Just make them lighter, he's gonna be faster.
Sorry about the idiot, by the way. That's just, you know, in the moment, heat of moment reaction. Yeah, Caden, you got to get your internet better, dude. If you're able to.
Hey, guys off me,
Empty box.
Green.
Gonna have to check out his stream after, or his YouTube channel after this.
5.267. Still there, clear.
That little bit of damage to my rear end should not affect me at all. Whoa. 10 cars all over the place driving like a fool. Brandon Kirkman, who's usually a pretty clean racer, so.
Working the outside. Door clear. Just past halfway. Yay! 15.9.
See if we can take better care of the tires over this run. We were at 70. Whoa, that's a biggie.
Pit road is closed.
I think we might come in and pit, actually. There aren't that many people on the lead lap. So,
Oh, Josh got in.
given that our tires haven't been holding up too well in the long run. Yeah, Caden's crazy fast at Irwindale this week. Caden, by the way, I don't know if you saw, but I got a win at Irwindale last night. Obviously, in one that you weren't in.
Pit road is
Internet's just a trend. No one's going to talk about it in a couple of years. Oh, this is why I absolutely loathe pitting on the back straight.
Get behind the 28.
We all get boxed in. But I actually want to get in here, get the tires, and get some of that damage repaired too. It's not going to be a huge impact, but it'll be good to get it repaired best we can.
That's it, go!
Just get a little bit of it.
Get behind
They need to
the
fix
32.
that because it says pit exit closed when it's open. They've got an issue, it seems like, with the backstretch pits where you just got to go and trust that it is open. Thanks, Caden. Yeah, so there, it's on YouTube. Only race that I did yesterday.
It's pretty bad. It's kind of crinkled up.
Nice, Team Rady. That's awesome, though. You know, just
It'd be nice if you can get progressive pit stops and maybe fix it.
you can't expect to be as good as the guys who have been doing this for years on your first, you know, right when you're starting. It takes a lot of time to work up to
It's pretty
being
crinkled up.
winning driver.
20.
Above the tire.
I'm still not there.
behind the right,
And I've been doing it for about 3 years.
tail light.
10-4.
Yeah, Emperor. And it's the thing, it takes a lot longer than 3 months to really figure out how to manage a race and how to run a full race. And that's really what your focus is on for your first year or more, is just learning how to run a complete race.
1 to go. You can be on the
There's some guys out here who still don't know how to do it. We're past halfway.
42.951.
Still got a lot of race left to go. A little at 118 laps when we restart here. So, I mean, as long as it is, you know, with these longer green runs, this race is clicking off pretty quick. Business is going to start picking up.
Get a good look at your twitch. Get ready to go here, buddy. We're ready to go. Pace car's off. Be ready.
Green flag.
Green, green, green. 36.72.
Whoa.
Outside.
Looks like someone was bouncing off the wall up there.
Still out there. Still outside. 16.215.
My bad, I restarted in third gear.
No, you're good. I just went and I was like, damn.
That 3 car is blinking pretty bad now. Someone got into the 11.
Outside 2. Outside 1 wide. Still outside. 16.284. Still out there, man.
Yeah, 3 right at Bristol is a dicey proposition.
Car's moving up there, but it's just you lagged really bad there in 1, and I thought, you know, that high side was clear, so the car moving up there, and then you just popped up there. It's alright.
Still out there.
Three, you're blinking all over the damn board.
Outside.
Yeah, the 3's blinking issues have gotten a lot worse, apparently.
Alright, give it a couple laps, it doesn't settle down.
Still there.
I sympathize with him so much for not wanting to drop out,
Still
It's not a good track for that.
because he's running really well. He's running top 5, top 10 up there. I wouldn't want to pull off,
Still outside. Still there. Still there.
but
16.01.
you know, he's kind of messing with everyone else's race with that issue. And he's going to end up having a bad race where he gets wrecked if he doesn't pull off, probably. So
Do it there.
at some point you kind of got to cut your losses with that.
Outside.
But you hope that it fixes itself. It's like a driver with a vibration. You always hope that that vibration just kind of fixes itself.
Thank you for not dumping me.
And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
So, what was that?
16.229.
I kind of cut the forward line off.
Still outside.
All right.
Oh.
Just kind of diamonding these corners to the inside line. Running it similar to Dover.
16.202.
Ooh.
Still outside. 2 outside.
23.
Outside.
Back off.
Only. Clear high. 16.781. Working the outside.
He's racing for the lucky dog. That's what's going on with him.
Caution's out. Can you look at those temps real
Yeah,
quick?
sorry, touching 7.
Hey,
but,
Roesch,
you know,
close.
I was racing to get the lucky dog, so, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe I should just pull over.
Now, I realize you were racing for the lucky dog after I said that, but I mean, you got to also be paying attention to what's going on in front of you. We just hit a car to the inside who came back up. Everyone's side by side. I can't go anywhere. Running into my rear end doesn't help you any.
Yes, I understand. I wasn't trying to hit you. It was an accident.
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind.
All good. No harm, no foul.
Is open. 20. Got the lucky dog.
We're still flashing,
We're
Kurt.
going to have a lap car coming to the outside.
Alright, I guess we'll park it then. I'm sorry, guys.
That sucks, Joe, man. You had a great run going.
Yeah, sorry, man. It was fun racing with you.
Yeah, it's too hard, though. You're just all over the place in 1 and 2.
That's it, go!
Yeah, consistently at the apex up by the wall. It's like you would go into the wall or something and disappear for a good 2 seconds.
Thing is that pit exit closing message, I think that goes off the front stretch pit, so it's very confusing for the drivers pitting on the back straight. You just got to go and trust that you're not going to get end lined, and if you get end lined, oh well.
We need another long run.
Oscar's having a little connection issue. No top 10 bets, Team Rady. Bets are closed now anyway. But if you're just doing that as a... I agree with you. I think top 10 seems possible. Yeah, for sure. And, I mean, the 8 did all that damage on my rear end under caution. Unless he's been into someone else's.
That's might
It
be a
just
little interesting.
said he looked down for a second at a bad time.
Yeah.
30 past me.
All right, we've got 100 laps to go.
Oh, no. Oh.
We are having a hard time hearing you. If you can get that mic a little bit closer to your mouth, would maybe help us a little bit.
Still running 15th.
You will be in the
Plus
bottom
15
of the
since the start.
42.427. Slide back to your seat there, man. Double check your steering wheel.
16 car. No, it's the that's the 15 Gasso, I think.
Pace car's off, be ready.
I haven't seen the 16 all race that I can think of. I don't even know who's in the 16.
36.582.
15's been blinking, or not blinking, but lagging a little bit. He's also been running into everyone.
Outside.
And now he's not the only one who's on the fritz on my screen.
15.2.
So that might actually be my end, possibly, or something with the server.
Outside.
Everyone's a little bit wobbly right now on this start.
Still outside. Clear outside. Outside. 16.012. Still there. Clear.
All right.
Working the bottom inside. Still inside.
18's a lap down. He's trying to get the lucky dog.
Clear low. Inside. Still there. Door.
We're all on different agendas.
Clear if you need it. Inside. 16.082.
I want to try to take care of my tires and have good speed at the end of the long run, because it seems like in this race we've actually been able to get some of those. Biggest thing is I don't want to get involved in a wreck.
15.918.
Looks like the high lines come in as the race has gone on too. Low line was dominant. High line seems to be doing better than it was now.
Inside 16.0054. Clear.
Got a good batch of folks. Caressel, Thorndike, Poe, all guys that I've raced with a bunch who I can trust to race pretty clean.
16.119 inside. Still there. Clear.
And the 18-2, for the most part, I think I can trust to be relatively level-headed.
16.154.
Looks like he might have some connection issues too.
16.138.
I just can't go anywhere when everyone's all locked up side by side like this.
16.191.
They're all running their tires super hard. I'll
16.2.
take care of mine and maybe be able to make some spots up on the end of this run instead of at the beginning. Wouldn't that be a nice change of pace?
16.314.
We've been able to actually pass at Bristol this time around, which has been a nice change of pace too. I don't know if that's me getting better or if the track is actually a little bit
Outside.
more forgiving on that. It's probably a little bit of both. A little bit of setup changes and tire changes on iRacing's part,
9.
and me just, you know, continuing to get more experience with it. '18's just holding on to that lucky dog spot right now.
16.3.
Contact in front of us, and there's a yellow for a wreck behind us.
About the car at all? The road is closed.
So that'll be good for the 18. He'll get his lap back.
That looks painful.
Yeah, I'm not sure who hit me.
No, he's not using his keyboard to drive. That's a connection issue. Yep, another new set of tires.
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 27.
Pit lane's closed, guys.
I'm going to have one coming to the
Okay,
outside.
now pit lane's open.
Get behind the 18. The road is
So it was open.
Anybody see what happened there?
Hey, Spike, you finished 6th. Nice job.
20 and 22 got the other.
Last to 7th. That's pretty impressive.
Come around in 11.
Hey, 10, can you tell me the damage in my car
Come
this
around
time?
to 19.
Oh, managed to beat the 19 too.
The right front's pretty crinkled, and the
Gained a few spots on
rear,
pit road that
the
time.
Right front's crinkled and right rear's kind of crinkled as well.
Half the field
And the
crashed.
spoiler's
That
been
sounds
on
about
the,
right.
Right side.
You're going to be lining up behind the 15.
Oscar's completely knocked his front end
2
off at
minutes
this
of damage,
point.
not worth fixing.
Wouldn't be surprised if he pulls his radiator by the end of the race. I see this a lot with Oscar. He's got speed, but he sometimes lacks discipline required to complete the race. All right, we're coming up. It's going to be 80 to go. Ricky Bobby. Dear sweet baby Jesus. So tiny. Doesn't even know what's going on in the world. Just sitting there, naked as the day he was born in his little cradle. Oh, that movie's funny.
1 to go.
Alright,
You'll
I'll keep
be
that in mind.
outside.
Speed comes danger, with danger comes something, Chinese proverb. That's right, Van Dango.
Lining up behind the 26.
There's another one
0.48.
that I wish I could find that speaks about the danger of worshiping weapons of war. You know, it's all things in their proper place. Nothing in excess is the one that I like. That's old Greek wisdom, Greek proverb, or what have you.
Pace cars off. Be ready.
Nothing in excess. Here we go. Which is different from all things in moderation, because for some things, even a small amount can be excess. So nothing in excess is the correct application of that one.
Working the outside. 16.
I will do my best to finish ahead of Empty Box. I got off pit road ahead of him that time.
Clear. Outside. Outside quarter. Still out there, man. Outside.
Russell's got the outside, which
0.01.
outside seems to be the preferred lane now for sure.
Still outside.
Ooh.
Caution. Caution. What do you got for temps there?
Jesus, you arca breakers are ridiculous. There is a wreck.
All right, you're gonna have to come around.
Put the
to
brakes on.
You're gonna have to come around to 27.
15, you know you have no front end. You've been running half the race with no front end. I know you said sorry, but come on, dude.
Yeah, I already saw him. Right.
Who was that? Was that the 11 who ran into my rear end?
That sorry is almost bullshit.
Yeah.
I think he ran into my. I think he ran into me. I think I just called Matt Orr an arca breaker. Empty
That's
box, empty
ridiculous.
brake pedal.
Behind the 15.
I run the whole race, starting the back, get all the way up in the top 10, and then stupid
Open.
like that. That's just
Open.
ridiculous.
12.
Well, we all
Got the
had to
lucky
go
dog.
down, but the marker brakes came
We have
in.
one coming to the outside. Outside.
Thanks for sideswiping me so I couldn't get the lucky dog. Thank you so much.
See how much damage we've got.
Sorry for being a crybaby, but I just keep getting screwed in this race.
Was it the 8? No, it was a white car that ran into me that time. I think it was the 11. No, the 11 was behind me going into that one. Because I beat him off pit road last time, I think.
You're going to have to come around the 18. You're going to be lining up behind the 11.
The 26 was the
Come
one
around
who
the 28.
spun.
Alright, you're going to have to come around the 34. You're going to have to
I don't
come
know.
around the 28. Alright, you're
Someone
gonna have to
arca
come around
braked into me. We're fine. Damage to the rear doesn't matter. Was the 23 the one that hit me to the inside? Like, who hit me on the left? I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Did anyone clip that? Y'all need to clip these things so that we can see it. We'll go back and look at it. Oh, okay, so I can't watch it right now, but you guys need to analyze that. Tell me who did what.
Gotten a little shitty.
Alright, you're going to have to come around the 22.
Nice job, Pan.
You're
Panumu.
going to have to come around to 30.
Panamuho. How do I pronounce your
You're
name?
gonna have to come around to 20.
No idea. Thank you for that. Clips are an essential part of the Twitch stream. I can't do it. You guys need to be on that for me. It was... Oh, boy. Matt, apologies to you and your viewers. I think I may have called you an arca breaker on my stream.
Empty box.
The radio that you're on has that little mini antenna on it.
I did. I may have said empty box is an arca breaker on my stream.
On the front straightaway.
My apologies. Heat of the moment.
0.544. You're going to
I'm
be
sorry for
on
dropping
the
off your nose. You got
outside.
land past you either.
No worries. No harm, no foul. I was going to say something, but then I was like, Nick didn't mean it.
Nice and smooth.
Nah, I thought I had you clear, then you just drove into the corner harder when I thought it would work.
Race car off. Be ready. Ready. Green flag. 37.7.
They're running into each other on the start. We just got a little extra rear downforce, that's all. Oh, they're wrecking behind us. They might save it. They might not.
16.1.
They're wrecking in front of us. And they keep it straight. Oh, geez. Sorry, Nick.
Outside. Still out there. In and out. Clear.
No caution still.
One. Clear if you need it. 18.07.
Sorry, man. That time you did cut up right in front of me and then brake check me there.
Well, I had to. There was wrecking in front of me, so...
I hear you.
15.997. Caution.
I couldn't believe that we got through all that without a caution. I got to get in and pit now and check my front end. I think it'll be fine. I don't think the damage was too bad.
Oh, mine's really bad. I hit the car that was sliding across the track, so...
Thanks for the hit, Kevin. You're a dickhead.
There we go. Steam engine shoe.
I think it was not good because number one, I didn't get a 0 or anything, and I was gonna apologize at the caution, but those guys were all talking.
Was your yellow car touching my bag or not?
So
I mean, geez, it's really tempting to just stay out.
Lucky dog. And we're going to have one
40
coming to
seconds.
the outside soon.
I think I'm just going to stay out and not pit.
Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind.
That was hardly any laps. We'll see if we can hold some good track position here, maybe gain some spots that way. Might be disastrous, but might not. Plus we get a few laps led. That top of hit rarely does radiator damage. So I think I'm fine. Oil temps at 232. We'll see if we can get that down a little bit. We're not going to be able to hold off Hoepner at all. But if we can get out front a little bit, we'll run a few more laps. Everyone will pit again. We might be able to leapfrog a few folks and get some spots. We'll see. I know the lap cars are going to be mad at me for not letting them get their wave around, but...
Well,
there was a lot that
We're
happened.
gonna have to earn this trophy. I'm gonna just walk into it.
I mean, it should be okay. I don't think it'll be too bad.
Yeah, we're too close to me and you. Crew decided they wanted a 14-second stop right at the last stop, probably one of the last stops of the race.
That's kind of why I came in.
Oh, I'm first because I stayed out, Vandango. There was a lot of action there, but it didn't seem like there were too many laps on the tires. So, last time I pitted in a similar thing, they were at like 99%, so... You think this will end in tears? I don't know. If they're all blazing by me, then they'll just go right by me. But I think I'll be able to slot in
You're gonna line up on the inside.
and hold position a little bit better. Oil temps back down to 212. That's good. Fabrice, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated.
Eyes forward there,
That,
girl.
yeah, going the whole race without
15
stopping
yard line.
might end you in tears.
Pace cars up. Do what you can. Green. That was a veteran move right there, buddy. That was awesome. You're doing a great job.
Veteran move. I love it.
7-1.
We'll get out here for a few laps. But those tires are going to be coming, and these guys have been faster than me anyway, so I don't expect to hold them off for too long. Maybe just long enough to catch a caution.
Still there. Clear high. Outside. Clear, 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 clear. Outside. 15.928. Still outside. Just baby, stay away. Outside.
Oh, jeez. Sorry. That's on me.
Talk to me good.
Thanks,
That was
man.
all.
Oh, it's the PlayStation crap.
Every time I get my damage fixed, I get involved in something else. Crazy.
They could be lining up behind the 17.
shoved right into that from behind. Go figure, right?
Yep. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. The thing just slid on me going into the corner. I was trying to hold my line when I was about to be put 3 wide, and I just pushed up.
Behind the 22.
My bad. Very sorry.
Gonna line up behind the 22. Pit road is open.
Yeah, I died. I know you were sliding, John, but it killed me.
12. Got the lucky dog.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm sorry, Brandon. That was all on me. I'm very sorry about that. All right, let's go get it. That was just a bonehead move on my part. Don't think the car's hurt too bad. We'll see. I think I ended up getting the least of that. No, I ain't staying out again. Oh, geez, 252 on the damage.
That's it. Go.
Just gotta hope that it holds together. Son of, I hate when I hate that. I hate doing that. I hate that for everyone who got caught up in that.
26.
I thought I'd be able to hold a position better up front, but I was wrong.
Come around to 23.
That's front straight. Okay. We're gonna go get a little bit more damage repaired here. Yeah, I'm so sorry, 10, and everyone else who got caught in that. Was doing okay.
I'll make mistakes.
Just made a bonehead move on that one, and took out a lot of people, unfortunately. And got some damage on my cars.
I don't know how much acceleration I'm going to
That's
have.
it. Go.
You have no front bumper.
1 to go. I believe it'll be on the
Oh
inside.
yeah, I know it's all jacked up.
Get behind the 26.
So we're in 16th.
I've seen that on purpose, though. It doesn't have a hood, but he has a
Get that
front
thing
bumper.
filled up again. Get ready to rock and roll, man.
Everyone looks like they've been in a Bristol race. That's for sure.
Hey, bud, come to the green. Are you ready? Green flag.
What are we at? 12x? 16x. Jeez.
21.926.
That was my bad.
I gotta drive like a gentleman for the rest of this race or I'll get DQ'd.
I wasn't expecting that much.
355. Still there. Clear.
Oil temps at 244.
65.
I really hope the thing doesn't blow. 22. Oil temps coming up.
0.124.
Just trying to save the engine until we get to the next caution. There's a big wreck.
Down a little bit, I'm sorry.
You're behind the 22. Come around the pace car.
Really, dude?
Get behind the 22.
Come on.
I'm going to try to get a bunch of repairs done again.
Line up behind the 22.
We're just trying to nurse this thing to the end at this point.
If I pull in front of you, Wolfgang. Yeah, Wolfgang. If I pull in front of you, can you see what my left rear looks like? I don't know if he got into me or not.
Okay. Come on, guys, close up.
John. John, buddy, you had all the time in the world to stop and you still hit me.
I didn't touch you.
Oh, well, it was a car with no front end, and I know you don't have a front end, so...
12. Get the lucky dog.
That wasn't me, man. I was way back of that.
Outside. Don't line up behind the 12. Pit road is open. Adjust your brakes if needed.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was on the inside, but I apologize. I mean, we were fighting hard. Just barely bumped them and got on you. All my fault, though.
All right, lap 204.
Oh,
220. Really just trying to get this thing down. Thorndike does have a reputation,
Ryan,
I know, on
same thing
Aaron's channel, I think.
that you did on the first pit.
That's it. Go.
Yeah. If you're catching against the lap cars, I get really confused.
Yeah, I wish they'd figure out a way to change them just to where we have to use all
Line
of
up
them.
behind the 26.
Probably be too slow.
Truthfully, we weren't out there that long, so I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, I need to get the track position back, but I thought, one, I didn't realize the pits were open, and two, I was like, oh, somebody else is staying out.
There's a rep on all of iRacing,
And
fair
everyone
enough.
came in, and I was like, oh man, I'm out here by myself.
I haven't had any real issues with him, so it's just been me, though.
Matt and Kurt were on the lead lap, too.
I know he's got a rep for not practicing what he preaches, I guess. Seems to be the best way to describe it.
Go. Come around the 12.
Just trying to nurse this engine along to the end. That's why I'm trying to get all these repairs done.
That's it. Go.
We were able to take out about a minute's worth of repairs under this caution.
We're on one to go. Have an opportunity to stay on the inside this time.
Yep, still on the lead lap. Didn't change tires under that one.
Double check your steering wheel.
I mean, we're just in race management mode now. The
4, 3, 5.
game is completely changed with what our goals are. It's just a matter of finishing at this
Green
point.
flag. .989, working the bottom, all clear.
Shifting it to neutral in the corners.
16.166.
Just trying to keep that oil temp under control. We're not even racing people right now. I'm sure there are going to be more yellows.
Slow on the bottom.
So that we can get more repairs.
Quickly, tell me what you got. The road is closed.
Ryan, you started glitching fairly bad. Like you were gone for about a full second there going down the front stretch. Not
All right,
going to go off and
line up behind the 2. Line up behind the
you think
11.
I'm running into you or something on purpose.
I need some iPacing right now. I got to get the rest of the damage repaired here.
I think we're okay.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Trying to nurse this engine to the finish because I know that I've beaten the heck out of it.
I was just holding my line up there.
Wrong pit lane.
They put down some safety dry off of 2.
That worked out for Matt and Kurt pretty well.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it.
It seems to have worked out okay. I didn't incur a penalty, so that's good. Alright. Oh, did I not turn off my tires? Oh, dang. Oh, well. It's fine. We'll get tires on this one. And a little bit of repair.
That's it, go! We got a bit of a stickler here in the pits, guys. Let's make sure we're minding our P's and Q's here. Behind is 11.
Let's catch up to... Empty backs didn't quite get caught up, but did enough. Let's get back in and more repairs. It's down to 128. If we can get it down to a minute by the end of this yellow, that would be really good.
That's it, go! Pit crew, we get the thumbs up from everybody? Okay, whatever, our backup channel, make sure everybody's on it, can hear me. You're going to be lining up behind the 12. I'm around the 12.
Alright. A little bit more in the repair department. Like I said, we're going to try to get it down to under a minute. There we go.
That's it, go! Oh, well, it looks like we're going. We're on the bottom.
14th spot right now.
Behind the 12. Drag those brakes a little bit, get a little bit of heat in those rotors. 46.898. Pace car's off, be ready. Green flag. Inside. Clear. 17.09.
Still managing the engine. '12 seems to be in the same mode.
16.054.
Sorry, 14.
How bad is Kirkman, by the way? He's still up there in third, so that's good. As long as I didn't hurt their race worse than I hurt my own. There's another big wreck. Oh, and that's going to take some people out. That's Thorndike. Done.
Just barely bumped me off my wall, but it shoots me into you.
Your blower, they're going to drop down some oil dry here, I'm sure. 16.30.
Well, temps are dropping nice because I'm dropping it into neutral.
Should be starting behind the 30.
Thank you, 21. I greatly appreciate that.
Oh, it's the 26 and the 21 again.
23. I think it was 23 that wrecked me. I don't. Damn.
Nah, James, it was me, and I apologize. Like I said, I barely bumped the outside
Back
wall.
straight.
Shot me in, but
Here we go. 3 and
my
4.
fault. I apologize.
Front straight. We can go in and pit. I might get a top 10 out of this.
The road is open. 31. Get the lucky dog. I have a lap car coming on the outside.
Sorry, my bad.
All right, let's get all this damage repaired as best we can. Mr. Sonderbar, Twitch Prime sub, thank you very, very much, my man. Welcome to the family. There we go. Get some sub hype in there, please. Welcome to the family, my brother. That's awesome.
That's it, go! Get behind the 21. Get behind the 12.
So what I've noticed seems to happen with iRacing with engine damage is that if you can get all of your repairs done, the engine usually holds together fine again. But you have to get all of it.
Very nice of you, and I appreciate that very much.
Dude, I feel like a complete idiot because I caused the last 2 crosses doing the exact same thing, and I'm effing up everybody's race. I didn't have any problems earlier, but now I'm just brushing.
I don't even know what the safe temp is. It's just that you don't want it climbing like that.
No, it's just my luck, you know. I start in the back, work my way all the way up into the top 10, and then late in the race, this kind of stuff happens. It's Bristol.
Behind the 23.
80.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm just going to start at the complete back, so I don't have to worry about anybody else.
Well,
So if we get another caution, we'll get tires.
Dang, where'd that 10 come from?
I don't know, but he scared the hell out of me.
But here we go. This is going to get hopefully everything, or it'll get it close enough. 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah.
Go!
That's as much as we're going to get. Next caution, we'll be able to get everything, assuming there is one.
1 to go. Lining up on the inside, it looks like. Line up behind the 21. Make sure you got all your levers and switches ready up. 46.935. Race car's off, be ready. Green flag.
You can also see what my tires are at. They're at like 99%.
15.137.
Temps stabilized, 238, 239. It's when it starts creeping up towards 250 that I think I start worrying.
15.985.
I want to try to get the 12 and the 21. That's top 10 territory up there. Hey, Hoodrich, how's it going? Just trying to nurse home a wrecked race car here at Bristol right now.
I can't drive with the car in front of me.
It's getting late. I wouldn't be surprised if we get that one last caution that we want.
Sorry, I wish I can do hit the wall and I'm right behind. Like that.
Wrecked race cars easy to drive. I mean, I've almost got all the repairs done. I just don't want the engine to blow. That's what I'm worried about. So I'm trying to manage the temps. And stay on the lead lap.
He's in the outside. He's on the outside. Out.
There we go. That's what we wanted. One more caution. All right.
All right, buddy. You had a couple laps by yourself there. How'd it feel?
Sorry about that. You just parked in the corner. I went to go low and you came down a little bit, so I got into you.
20, I need you to go by me.
Yeah, I was waiting for the 2, sorry.
11, you got to get in front of me.
I mean, now we're going to get the last little bit of our repairs and we'll gun it and see what we get. Nice. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Thursday I got into what seemed like not that great, not that much of a wreck, and my engine blew like 5 laps later, so I've been trying to nurse it and get all the repairs done. I don't know what hot is in this, but I don't even know. I need to pay more attention to what normal operating temp is, because
Did you guys stay out?
it was like 250 when it blew on Thursday. $280 oil? Okay.
I'm probably going to get disqualified. Son of a bitch.
That's it. Go.
Here we go. Well, we have managed to effect all the repairs thanks to all of these cautions.
Couple rounds in 14.
And now we're going to go for a top 10. Maybe even a top 5. We'll see. Surviving Bristol.
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 15.
But yeah, we're in the top 10. We're right behind Oscar.
I was 110% sure that you could do that.
Yeah, that's the thing that's weird, Vandango, is that the way that that iRacing does it, it's very odd. How sometimes it seems like, oh no, you can just tear the whole thing up and it'll hold together, and then other times it doesn't. Win would be nice. I mean, I guess it's still possible, but we only got a handful of laps left. Cautions might end this thing. There are only 11 of us on the lead lap.
We're going to have to come around to 26.
That's pretty crazy. But I think we're going to be 8th because the 12's spitting.
Behind the 15.
Let a couple laps cost us a bunch, but you know, at the end of the day, we're probably not any worse off than we would have been. Empty box tie, he is.
The radio that
He's top 3.
has a little mini antenna on it. So if there's something pertinent you need to tell us, try to do it on the front straightaway. 1 to go. 42.257.
Now, another caution wouldn't hurt us, but I kind of want to see this race out. And with only 10 cars on the lead lap, it just might. 13, you're blinking a little bit, just so you know.
Lie back in your seat there, bud. Give those belts a good tug. Get a good look at your
I think we'll get it home now. We got all the damage repaired.
The pace car is off. Be ready. I'll be looking up ready now. Green, 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 green.
So the 32 checked everyone up.
41.
I think Empty Box just DQ'd. We're in 4th.
Side. Clear. Good job. Nice job, bud. Straight and smooth. You get your shot at him. 16.
13 jumps into the lead.
Outside corner. Clear.
I think Oscar's on next X takes him out, so he's finally started using his brakes so that he doesn't DQ.
15.7. Still there. Still there. Still there. 15.888.
That restart was crazy.
Still there.
One's rubbing the 13.
15.856. Still there. Clear, clear, clear. One inside. Still inside. Still inside. 16.03.
This is all very close racing to try to hold on to a top 5 spot now.
Clear low. Inside. Still with you inside.
You got it, man.
Still inside. 15.98.
I don't know if we're going to be able to do it or not.
Still inside. Clear low.
6 to go.
Working the bottom. Still there.
This time by, there's 6 to go. 32 just got the wall and got the wall again.
Still there on the bottom. Clear. Inside. Clear him.
Okay.
17.651.
So there goes the top 5 unless they wreck in front of me. Son of a gun. I mean, he ran over me. Seemed like.
16.183.
0x. Yep, I wanted to shut the door and I got punted.
Good job, buddy. 2 more, man. Come on.
That's exactly what happened.
16.173.
We're gonna have words with the blue car after, maybe.
White flag. 16.116.
I will take 7th, given how that whole race went.
Put him on.
Real nice work, man. You get a chance. Tell the guys what the car's doing. Check your flag. Good job, everyone. You guys too. Good work.
I'll take it. This is the wrong pit.
Good
Yep.
work, everybody. You're all good job.
Almost had a top 5. Tried my best. Nice win, Ryan, man. You were the class of the field whole race. Good job. I finished exactly where my car number was.
Thank you, sir. Good race.
Yeah,
Guys, nice to meet you.
mostly good race. I had one inexcusable mess up in there, but mostly good race.
John, I'm looking at it right now, and it looks like you just thought you were clear, and I was committed to that line already. I apologize about that.
Yeah, I'm taking a look right now.
Great stream as always.
So from what I see is I left you room and you pushed up. I left you a lane at the bottom, and I was taking the middle, and you pushed up into my left rear. Preven T, thanks. Gasso, Shanks. 7th car, 7th. Exactly.
I think, yeah, like, I agreed with that. I think that you kind of used a different lane, and you're going to go to the middle and go into the 32, and I didn't expect that. And I had committed to the line and I ran every single corner, and it's just my bad, man. I apologize about it.
Yeah, all good. It's hard racing at the end. We're both trying to seal a top 5 out, so all good. No worries. Nice, Jake. That's awesome. So let's see. Anyone remember there was something that happened, let's see, lap 1.
So the 13 managed to disqualify 2 people on the final restart. Yeah, this system works perfectly fine.
Dude, Matt, I completely agree with you. The DQ system needs to go. It just doesn't apply at Bristol and Martinsville. Everywhere else it works okay, but here it's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what in the world iRacing was thinking with this system. It's totally stupid, and you end up with situations like that where a guy wrecks a car in front of him, who bumps into the car behind him, and then bumps into another car that has nothing to do with it, and you get 2 guys disqualified while a third one's wrecked. I mean, it incentivizes wrecking.
Well, it also, the problem is it turns races at Bristol and Martinsville into 90% of the race you have to drive like a granny to manage your incident point limit, because tiny little stuff throughout the race is inevitably going to tack a few on, so you just have to manage that like a miser. And then, like you said, if you don't do that correctly at the end of the race, you can get taken out for something completely not your fault. I put a complaint in on their thing. I would encourage anyone to do the same, and hopefully they'll get a fix in for it. We just got to let them know how urgent and how needed a fix just for these 2 tracks is. So that was that. That was Matt getting into me.
Yeah, but they don't listen to the people who actually play their game.
They do. And it's clear because they've done a number of things that were in response to community feedback. We just need to... It's just that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So what people are complaining about the most loudly is what's going to get addressed.
I'm just going to say this. In my experience, which is a bit of a unique experience, iRacing doesn't listen to the community nearly as well as they should, and nearly as well compared to anywhere else in this whole sim racing thing. But whatever, it's never going to change. They think it's fixed, but they don't. Whatever. On the next week.
Yep, 10-4. Good racing with you, man. Shout out to your viewers and stuff, and yeah, good deal. So I want to go... Yeah, I'm done, Caden. Race is over. I need to cover the wreck that I got, that I was at fault for. I mean, I might have been responsible for 4 of his X's. He was responsible for 4 of mine. Here it is. Yeah, I mean, I think it's similar to the deal with the 14, you know, 10 kind of takes the entry a little bit lower. I'm trying to stay in front of the 1, and I just pushed up into the wall and took out a bunch of people. The 11 got X's in that. I just overdrove the corner. There's no 2 ways about that. Yeah. It just, you can see I'm going in and things are going to be fine, and then the right front just kind of takes off. We slow it down. It's going, and then the right front just takes off right into him. And then we would have actually been fine if I hadn't slid up in front of the 34. And then it's just kind of on from there. Whole bunch of people getting caught up into it. Twitch stream tutorial. You know, we might be able to go ahead and do that right now. I can pull things. We got a little time. So if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to show the results, and then we'll do a little Twitch streaming tutorial. I'll show you where I'll just kind of walk you through what I've got for my setup and where everything's set up. You know what? Given where we were here at this point in the race, 7th place, I'll take it. Wanted a top 5, didn't get it, but that's fine. That was something else. Now I can't win them all. And I'm not likely to win them when I wasn't as fast as the fastest guys anyway, and then I'm that banged up. I won this one. That's from a win. All right. So, yeah, a little Twitch streaming tutorial here. First, let's get the results up. There we go. Finished 7th place, gained 55 iRating. We're back up to a 3350. It's coming back in the right direction. 157 points. And lost 0.14 safety, but we're still sitting at a Class A 4.11. Basically, at this point, at the end of the Bristol week, we survived Bristol to still have a over 4. Look at Ryan Hoepner, though. This is how you win Bristol. First off, you qualify first. Second, you are the fastest car in the race. Third, 0 incident points. Well done. Tip of the hat. It's awesome. I led 5 laps. He led 148 laps. Now, Josh Adams led 67. That was really, you had Robert led 16. Justin led 9. Kurt led 3. But that was all Ryan. That was all Ryan Hoepner's race. Okay,